Good afternoon, it's June from Paintspotsandpaper and JOTJournalsCreations. Well, I thought I'd get back to you for a video. I wasn't planning to do a video today, but I thought, well, I might as well, and it's been a while. So what I'm doing is I'm now just putting in the lace. I've put lace all the way through this boho art journal, and I'm just in the middle of doing the same for the other one. As you know, I'm doing two at the same time. I would have started this video earlier, but I've just gone out and I thought I'd check all my glues, make sure they're working, and this one was so totally gunked up and it needed a refill. So I've filled it up and it still didn't work, so I tried with a pin and all the rest of it. In the end I thought, no, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just go in and wash it under the hot water and do it properly. So here we go. Anyway, so what I'm doing, I'm now putting in the lace that I put in the other one. Now I'm going to do this envelope. I've done it in this one and I've made it into a pocket. I believe I said before, I might put something on the front. Then again, it depends what I decide to put in the pocket, because something might show through quite nicely. So that remains to be seen. But anyway, I'm going to get that bit of lace on there. Well, not on that one, but on the other one. And let's just see how it goes. Yeah, I've had quite a week, what with hospitals and goodness knows what else. Haven't had a chance to get in here and do anything. But let's get going on this. See if I can get some of this lace in. I've got it ready and cut, and I'm just going to place it in the same as I have on the other one to make it into a pocket. So I'm going to see where I need my glue. I've got my Fabri-Tac out. Let's hope that works. It's oh yeah, it's a full bottle, so that's what I need. I know I need to go from about there. And I thought I'd better get on with this and tell my Fabri-Tac is... No, it's not, it's working. Oh, small miracles. Honestly, the fun and games I had trying to find the rest of the tags for this. It's been a while since I've done any on this one. I've been working on something else. Excuse my voice, it's a bit croaky. I've still been getting over a bit of a cold. And yeah, voice is still a bit croaky from time. Mind you, it's always been croaky, but it's even more croaky, so do excuse it. If I could keep it on the paper, wouldn't it really? Let's see if I can get this on before the glue dries. Would be nice. I need to go a weeny bit higher, so I'll have to put a bit more glue at the top. Stick that page down, that's one of my favourites. Now, laughably, I've set myself a bit of a challenge, and that is to get these two, hopefully both of the journals, finished by next weekend. And I say laughably because as soon as I decided to do that, I found out that I've got a dental appointment tomorrow morning and a hospital appointment on Wednesday, which will take up most of the day. And on Friday, I'm over a friend's house from Friday afternoon until Saturday afternoon. So heaven knows what state I'll be in on Saturday, because we're obviously having a few gins like we do. It's a girly night and a couple of us are staying over. And yeah, so may not get back onto this till Sunday, so I want to try and squeeze in as much as I can the in-between days and before Friday afternoon, and then hopefully I'll be able to do a flip through this next Sunday. If I can't do a flip through of two, I could at least try and get a flip through of one done, because I need to get on. I've got several Christmas Traveller's Notebooks on the go that I've been working on off camera, and yeah, I'd like to get a couple of them in my shop before Christmas. So, and I've also got some pottery, some pottery on the go as well, that I've had to leave because I haven't been too well. But yeah, hopefully I can get on and get those finished and some more done, and get a bit of pottery in my other shop before Christmas. It's all hopefully, isn't it? Who knows? But I will endeavour to do that. Now, what I've done with this, if I've lost it, I expect. Yeah, I was just using some. Oh, there it is. That makes a change. I'm putting some washi tape along the bottom, as I have in the other one. And I do like to, I don't mind that bit of lace sticking along the bottom. I do like to glue it in place once I know how much I need, should I say. Well, we've had nothing but rain here in the southeast of England. For the last few days we've had lots of flooding in various parts of the country. We haven't been, I don't think we've been particularly affected over here on the island, but yeah, a lot of people have had a lot of really bad flooding. But today, at last, we've got a bit of sunshine and it's dry. It was raining this morning, but it has now stopped. Now I'm gonna pick that up again. Now I know how much I need. I hope I'm in camera. And I'm gonna put some art glitter glue along there, because washi tape doesn't really hold, does it, on anything much. I should probably have used the Fabri-Tac on this bit, but let's hope the art glitter works. If nothing, it will hold the washi down somewhere. Hopefully it will seep through to the paper underneath, or the art glitter underneath will come back up through the lace. So fingers crossed it stays in place. This bit shouldn't be too bad because it's on paper. And I'm out in the she shed, as you may be able to hear, with a bit of a breeze out there. It's not too bad out here, but I do have I've got a heater on, which is pretty effective, but not so much because I've got the door open to let a bit of air in. So I've got a blanket over my knees. However, it is nice, more than nice, to get back out here in the fresh air in the garden. As you know, I do prefer to craft out here if I can. It's just a much better feeling. I don't mind. I mean, my craft room's fine. It's lovely. But, yeah, prefer it out here if I can. As the winter comes on, I expect it to be less and less, but never mind. Let's see if I can just flatten that down a little bit. And of course that glue underneath will dry clear. Make sure that's well stuck down. That seems to have done the trick. We've got our pocket there. And as I say, I'm not sure what I'm putting on the outside. If anything, it depends what I put in there. If it's something really colourful and it shows through, then I won't cover it up. I might just put a little something in the corner, but otherwise I may leave it. Now, I can't remember if I did anything else to that page. I'm just referring to the other. No, I haven't yet. I haven't decorated anything else on that page. That's okay. I'm going to see if I can find a piece of plastic. Kind just to pop under there just to make sure it doesn't stick. And hope you can hear me. I'm just sort of down here rooting around for plastic wrappers. Amazingly, there were loads here just now, but of course now I've started filming, they've all vanished. And I'm so incredibly organised out here, you wouldn't believe it. In fact, nobody believes it. But yeah, I think what I'll do, not quite such a good solution, but I'm just going to pop that there just to make sure. Now I'm going to go through and put the rest of the lace in. I've worked out roughly where I want it. It's not identical to the previous journal, but it is in the same colour order, but it's not on like the identical pages and that, because this one is different, so it works out differently. However, it looks like that one can go on there. I believe it goes on this side. Yeah. I'll find the right side of it. Doesn't make a lot of difference with this kind of lace, but I think that's the right side of it. Yeah. So that one can go on there. Where's the fabric tack? And I have no idea at the moment how long I've been filming. I know it's not very long, but just want to check the time. That's it. Yeah, let's see how far up I've got this. I like them to hang over the same amount. Don't ask me why. So I need to come in just about half an inch of mine shot. Just about. Come on. Put plenty on because I don't want it coming off. Right. Here I go again. Oh, well, it's going that way. It's going that way. And I just want those flowers just peeking over the top there. And then I'll trim them off in a minute. That's okay. That's about right. I'll get rid of the excess glue. find it. Just gonna spread it about with my little silicone spreader thing. Does help a bit. And it stops getting all stuck to me. And that bit needs, no it doesn't, that's fine. That's it, so I'm going to trim that in a minute when it's dry. And I'm just going to get this last piece of lace in and see roughly where it goes. Just on the inside. That's it, I think I'm going to do it on the inside of that. Of that one. Yeah. Go there. See how far over I want this one. Right, just so this gets pretty. That's what I'm talking to myself really. There's nothing unusual, is it? Yep. Taking on the outside like that. And once again I can trim this one up in a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I'm in camera shot, as I say. Excuse my stomach if you can hear it. I haven't stopped for lunch or anything yet. I just wanted to get out here and get started, and I was running around before breakfast with things to do, so I just haven't bothered yet. But yeah, so you'll probably hear my stomach moaning for a while. For a change, my little dog isn't out here with me. She's snuck back indoors where it's probably a little bit warmer for her. She's not silly, she likes her comforts. Can't say as I blame her, but you know, she's normally on the settee out here with me. These are brilliant as well if you're using hot glue and you want to squish it down because you don't get burnt and it doesn't stick, and you can get it off because it's silicone. I think they're meant to be some kind of pastry brush really. Just make sure that page isn't stuck where it shouldn't. I think they're meant to be a pastry brush really, but yeah, they're perfect for this. Now I've got a bit of lace, and like this one, it's a little bit short at the tops and bottoms, so I think I'm going to put something along here, but I'm not too sure what yet. I've got some ideas, so maybe I'll think about that in a minute. I just want to get this lace on and get this, at least the lace finished on this one. And I've got I think I've got a belly band to put in it yet as well, which is a bit of fun, I think. Let's just check. It's alright, I'm digressing again as usual, but I just weren't sure if I'd done the belly band on this one or not. No, I haven't. It's going across there. So I'll do that when I've done this. So when I can find my piece of lace that I had for this, and the reason it's a bit short is because it was the last of this particular lace. And I do like it, as you can see. And I didn't know where to put it at the top and just put something at the bottom. Then I thought, well, no, I'm going to put it in the middle like the other one. And then I can just add something along the top. Something pretty along there, a frill or a bit of trim or something. It all adds to it, doesn't it? So let's just see where I want that. Yeah, just over the top there. I'm going to put it about here. And take it down here. to about there, I think it was. Guesswork. I can always add a little bit if it's wrong. So yeah, I've got about 1 million projects on the go at once as usual. But I can't just work on one thing, I just find it, I suppose, overwhelming really. I have to have a change from one thing to another. Right, let's get this on. For a bit, that's it. Let's get the excess glue off. So I'm picking up some of the glue that's in between the lace, because I know it can't be helped, but it does annoy me because it shines a bit. I don't suppose it really notices once you're in daylight when you're just using it and looking through it, but when you're actually gluing it you can see it, and it's really, I find it irritating. Can never get it all off, but you know. That's it. Spread. That's that one on. So now I think actually, while these are pretty dry, I'm gonna trim them. Use my fabric scissors. I'm a good girl. Don't always remember. I'll try to, because they stay nice and sharp then. I'll be fine for that. Now let's just trim this one. I'm in camera now, yeah. I don't know whether I'm close enough or not. I suppose I'll bring you down a little bit. Let's have a go. About as near as I dare, otherwise I end up going completely out of camera shot, and I'm trying to improve on that. And all these little tiny bits I'm keeping, and they go in an envelope, because I, apart from really silly little bits like this, but I use them in clusters. Just stick the odd bit here and there, and they look quite random and pretty. So that's that one on there. So that should be matching now. Matchy, here we go again. But yeah, that's all okay. I don't think I've left anybody out. This seems to be fine, yeah. That's okay, they can come out. Put them over there on my ever tidy desk. Not. Honestly, I've got so much sorting out to do. Oh, it's stuffed now. When I was away on holiday, I picked up some really pretty, I've still got a bit there, really pretty bowls that are decorated and sealed with some kind of silicone. Is it silicone? And or acrylic or something. I know it's so that you can use food in them if you want to, so it's probably silicone. But anyway, they're really pretty, and I bought a couple as gifts, but I also bought a couple just to put on the table with little bits and pieces in them. And also I bought a couple of tins of sweets, and the tins are really big and pretty. And I thought they'll do for other bits and pieces, but of course, have I put anything in them yet? No, they're still sitting there empty. So I've got so much sorting out to do, so much tidying up. If I was more organised, I'd probably get more done, but there you go, never mind. We are the way we are, aren't we? You know, I dare say there's lots of you out there who are extremely organised, but no, I just have to do me. I'm reasonably organised, but not not nearly enough. Now I've got to put this belly band on here. Let's get the right way up. Don't think it matters a great deal with this one. I think, yeah, that's probably the right way up. Now, have I already cut it? I don't know if I have, because maybe I have, yeah. I've already cut one piece. Oh, look at that. How organised is that? My goodness me. Thank you, past June. Previous June, I haven't passed yet. Sorry. Yesterday I spent most of the afternoon cleaning my bathrooms. I say bathrooms, I've got the main family bathroom, but I've also got an ensuite which is as big as the family bathroom, with that same size sink and everything in it. It's about the same size floor space as well, except it's got a shower in it instead of the bath. And it was desperately in need of a clean, put it that way. And the ensuite was, the main bathroom was, and I've also got a cloakroom downstairs, which thankfully has got a smaller sink. But yeah, I mean, obviously keep the loos and everything clean, the sinks, but it just all needed a good clean out. So I was busy doing that yesterday. And today I've got some hot washes on. And I want to get 2 done today, because we've got, with our power providers, we've got on a Sunday between, let me think, between 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we get cheaper power, cheaper electricity. So it's a good time to get the boil washes done, because they take a long time. I always do all my linen, and I've got my bathroom mats to do, which are cotton, so they're fine. But I've got those to do, and I always do anything like that on 90 degrees. So they take a couple of hours to do. And I think probably today, although it's quite breezy and sunny out there at the moment, it won't last very long. Of course, the nights draw in a lot quicker, don't they? So it's going to be the tumble dryer going as well. So when I finish this video, I've got to go in and just take the boil wash out, put it in the tumble dryer, and put the next boil wash in, and hopefully I'll get both washes done on the cheaper power. And you have to think like that, don't you, these days? It's getting so, everything's getting so expensive, it's ridiculous. We just have to suck it up a lot of the time, don't we? Which annoys me, because there's no need for it to be that expensive. These people are just making money hand over fist, really, aren't they? Still, anyway, there we go. There's a belly band for there. And no doubt I've got something to put in it. What's that look? That looks like all the lace in. And let's just put my glue tops back on, otherwise it'll all be sealed up again after I had the fun and games getting this one clear. I don't know. But I must admit, I found it a much better idea getting that great big bottle of art glitter instead of keep ordering little bottles. Can I just top that up? Hold on a minute, my dog wants to come in. She's just discovered the door has shut on her. And she's decided she wants to come and join us. Excuse me a minute. All right, pups. Coming in. Up you get. Up, lie down. Good girl. That's it. She's on the settee. I've got to get my blanket back over my knees. Oh, I've got some sun coming in. I can't even speak. Sun coming in at the moment, but it's all right. I'm trying to get my. I've got so much stuff that I have to get my leg round to get it under my desk. Oh my life, this is crazy. Oh, that's better. It's so nice and warm. Right, let's just make sure these aren't stuck. Well, I want them stuck, but not. I don't want the pages stuck to each other. But you know what I mean. That was meant to be there. That's it. Stuck that one. It's fine. That one's fine and that one's fine. And what I'm thinking about, I don't know, but I'm thinking about putting a bit of this broderie anglais ruffle, if I can find the end of it. Along the top here perhaps, and along the bottom. Actually, I like that. I do like that. So I think I'm going to pop that on there. And I'm going to do the same at the bottom. I think that'll look quite nice. I just love this stuff. I've fallen in love with it recently, so it's going to, I think it's going to end up on virtually all my journals. That one's a bit, I'm going to cut another piece. Let's do it that way. Oops, no. That way. Cut it off a bit longer, I can always trim it. I might prefer it long actually, that bit's going in the scraps, and I'm going to cut another piece to the top now because I prefer it a bit longer. It looks quite sweet, sticking over the edge there. I've got 1, 2, 3 and a bit, 3 and a bit there. Let's take it there. Right, comes a fabric tack again. Yeah, I do absolutely love this stuff, it's so pretty. Oops, there's a line. So I'm just gonna add some glue on here. Right, I thought the sun was going in for a minute, a bit chilly. I'm going to have the rough edge sticking out, I think. Rather like the look of that. Trim that off a tiny bit. I should really have made it longer. In fact, I'm going to take it over further and get that glue up. Polythene. Same at the bottom. I hope you're all having a nice Sunday. I don't suppose you'll get to see this on the Sunday. I'll probably upload it tomorrow morning. I usually do on my Sunday ones. Now have I stuck that? Yeah. Don't ask me why, that's just when they get loaded up on the Monday. It gives me a chance to edit them if I need to. And that on the right way. Yeah. Just catch that little bit on that bit of glue there. Oh, excuse me. Voice has gone. Tiny bit more glue on there, just to catch that up. So it just looks, I know it's a junk journal, it's not meant to be particularly neat, but it just looks a bit, I think it looks a bit better. That's it, just tuck down there. I've got to make sure it doesn't stick anywhere else before it dries. The same with this little guy down here. I'm going to put it a bit under there. I hope I'm still in, yeah, I'm just about still in camera, I think. That's that. Bit of polythene for this because I'm going to go on to the other journal and do the same on the other journal. So I'll pop that in there. Pretty safe on the top. Just in case it gets shut. Now I'll get the other one over. Ooh. Butterfly trying to fly over here. You can come on here later on. Now this one isn't so bad, but even so, well, it's not bad, it's just different. On the end again, here we go. I want it to go up to the edge there. And there, cut it about there. And do one for the top. Trim that bit off because it's a bit thing. So I want to go up to the edge the same as the other one. I'm going to go through about there. I can always trim it, can't I? A bit. Come away from the stitching, I can just poke it under there and hopefully the Fabri-Tac will catch it in place. Of course, your poker tool's nowhere to be seen when you need it, is it? Put a bit of glue there. There's my doodle. That's it. I think he's stuck where I want him. Let's just get this top bit done. Of course, then I've got the other. Didn't realise I've got the other side of each book to do, haven't I? Because I've got this on two sides of each book. But it's got to be one of my favourite bits, putting all the embellishments and trims and things on. It's definitely really is the fun bit. I like doing a bit of stenciling as well though, and stamping, but I do sometimes find the actual putting together of the journal laborious. I don't mind the stitching it. That doesn't take long. And it's relatively straightforward, but it's just the actual finding all the bits and putting them together that I do find a bit off-putting and laborious. But yeah, when you start adding all the pretty bits and pieces, it's fun. And I've got a very good idea of what I'm doing on the covers of these. I've left them to last because I just didn't have a clue what I wanted to do with them. But I've given it some thought, and I think I know now. Right. So, put this in here. Work on the other side, which I'd forgotten. Make sure I'm still in shot. I'm going to cut a couple more pieces. Now this big bundle I got from eBay. Quite a lot of my lace bundles and things come from eBay. It's lovely. Well, this I knew what I was going to get, but sometimes I just buy just a bundle of lace that somebody's selling, and you can see roughly what you're getting, but it's always a nice surprise. I bought a bundle once, and it was like quite wide lace, and it was a lot of it was crochet cotton lace, and when it came through, it was absolutely stunning. It was vintage, and the lady asked a very good price for it, and I thought, do I need all that? And it wasn't loads and loads, but it was quite a big sort of pack of it, box of it really. But yeah, it was so beautiful when it arrived. I was really pleased. I think it's worth looking on there, because I have bought lace from haberdasher's departments and such like. and yeah, you can get some beautiful lace, and absolutely gorgeous lace. But the price of it sometimes, you know, is a bit much. Take a bit off there. Try not to cut the lace underneath. That's it. And that is very, very sticky. So I need, yet again, something else to put underneath. I should do it. Excuse me a minute, find something to shove underneath. Shove being a technical word, of course. That's it. Put that there. Should have done that before, really, shouldn't I? Put the plastic underneath. I don't have to worry about pressing it down because it's not going to stick it to the next page. Right, I'm going to pop those over there to dry and just get the other one and do the other side of it. Hope this isn't boring you too much. It's just a case I thought, well, I would put the camera on while I was doing it. It's company for me, and I hope you're not finding it too boring. So I'm going to trim that off in a minute. Let's cut a bit for the bottom while we're here. Yeah, I came back off holiday a few weeks ago. That's it. That's about, no, it's only just over 2 weeks ago, really. Yeah, about 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And almost immediately went down with a stinking cold. And at first I checked that it wasn't COVID because that happened to me before. So that should go on it. Last year when I went, I caught COVID on the plane coming back. And I thought, oh no, not again. But I checked myself all the time. I did about 3 tests and they were completely clear. But I had such a terrible cold and my sinuses and that. It was awful. I felt really rough. And then that cleared. And lo and behold, I started getting a lot of pain in my hip and leg. And then, of course, I had a hospital appointment myself on Friday at the pain clinic, who've happily upped my pills for my neurological pain. Well, not so happily. I don't really like having to take extra, but they do at least seem to be working. It's very difficult to treat neurological pain, and I went to see my neurologist. But yeah, so I had that to go to, and now, of course, I've got the dentist and the hospital next week. Dentist shouldn't take too long. It's just with the hygienist, just for a clean. And the hospital one, oh, the hospital one is to have I might be oversharing here. I've got an abnormal lump on my thyroid and it's quite big, so they've decided they want to test it, the dreaded, which I've already had once a few years ago. So yeah, so I've got to have one of those aspiration things, needle aspiration in that. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know, I think as you get older it just seems to be one hospital appointment after another. I know there are some people who are luckily, you know, don't have that problem, but I know there's a lot of you out there that do. Oh, and doesn't it interfere with your normal life and what you want to get on with? And I know it sounds silly, but I begrudge the time I'm hanging around in hospitals because I think of what I could be at home doing. Perhaps I'm the only one who thinks like that, I don't know, but I doubt it. I just find it a bit, you know. Luckily my Friday hospital appointment wasn't too bad because I literally got there. In fact, I was 7 minutes late for my appointment because we got caught in traffic. And but when I got there, I was literally in the waiting room for a couple of minutes and straight in. in with the doctor, about half an hour, then out and home, but it was miles and miles away. So that just wiped out most of the day. What with the traffic and the distance, I think it was about an hour drive, hour and a half drive from where we are. So yeah, so that took up some time. And I'm hoping that the dentist shouldn't take too long. It's only up the road. It's a new surgery we've got that is really good. And it is, as I say, it's only up the road, so hopefully I won't. They don't usually keep you hanging around too long, about 20 minutes maybe, but it's not too bad. And then I'll be straight back again. The hospital on Wednesday is no telling how long that's going to be. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, they're all done. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up and call it a video. I've got, if I can find them, of course, on my ever tidy desk. I have got a lots and lots of, oops, there it goes, it's just on the floor. A lot of tags, and these are the ones that I made on my last video, which I've got to cut, decorate, put punch holes in, perhaps give them a bit of an ink round, maybe do something on the back. Then I can start filling it up with all the tags. And then apart from the covers and perhaps the odd extra little bit of decoration, they should be finished. But, as I say, if I can't get one finished, if I can't get two finished this week, I want to at least get one finished, and I'll do a flip through next Sunday, but you'll probably see it on the following Monday. So, there we go. That's the lace done in both the journals. I don't think I'm putting any more lace in. See if that's dry before I close it up. That seems pretty dry. And this one is, because nothing's sticking to it, so yeah. That one's pretty dry. Now this one's going. Yeah, that's gone in fine. Yeah, I think they're both pretty sorted for lace. I don't know. So I don't know if I'll add anything else. If you know what I'm like, you know, I'm constant. I do over decorate really. I just can't help it. And I'm gonna find something pretty to put in these pockets. Obviously, it won't be this, but if you see what I mean, if I can get something that's gonna show through, then I might just add something tiny in the corners. Find something bright. This one will fit. No, I can't put that in because it's got a side tag on it. See, it might just show through enough with just perhaps a little embellishment up on the corner somewhere. So I think, yeah. So then I've got some more tags that I've got to actually pretty up, as I call it, embellish. So there we go. That's two journals, two boho art journals with their lace nearly finished. Starting to look quite nice, and they'll look even more full when they've got all the tags in. So yeah, I'll see you next Sunday or Monday, depending when I uploaded it. I upload it, should I say, so I don't know what I'm talking about. And hopefully, fingers crossed, there will be at least one finished that I can do a flip through. So, hope you're all fine, and take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.